Now I'm about 17 years old, and I started watching a lot of different movies. I had a massive passion for end of the world genre movies, and it really, really captivated me. And after watching them for a long time, I started thinking, what's actually going to happen at the end of the world? What's going to happen if I die? Like what truly happens? Because in a world like this, it's so easy just to fill your life with everything else and never have to think about these big questions. It's so easy. Like Facebook's in your pocket. Like it's so easy just to distract yourself. And I finally asked myself one of these questions, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never actually given this really a thought. So when I was about 17, I thought, like, is there really a God? Like, my parents say there's a God, but like the whole world doesn't say that. And so yeah, I just started to think about all of those kind of things. And I remember started to just pick up on a lot of things at school, just how, like, I went to a Catholic school, and but I noticed that they only taught evolution in high school, and because of that, I unknowingly I became an evolutionist just from being indoctrinated from such a young age. Like, you pick up any child's book, and it's like you pick up a child's dinosaur book, and it will start off with millions of years ago dinosaurs roamed the earth, and it's just those little things that start changing the way you think. So I went to school, and I remember just asking some questions to the science teachers, and they would just cut me down. They would just be like, don't even talk about creation. That is the most stupid thing ever. What are you doing? I'm like, this is a Catholic school. That's crazy. Like, how, like, you're supposed to believe in this. And they just cut me down. I was like, oh, wow. So I started asking my mum questions then, because she would actually answer me. And I noticed that mum loved watching Nature Channel. She loved watching the Nature Channel, and but a lot of it is evolutionary based. So I'd always watch it with her, just for something to do. And whenever they would make a evolutionary fact, like this is why evolution is correct, or this is why it's real, I started asking her, well, what's your answer for this? What's your response? And one thing that totally blew my mind was that there was never one question that she didn't have a better answer to than the person on the TV. Every single time she had a better answer, and it just blew my mind. I was just like, that's crazy. That's unbelievable. So then that inspired me to start doing my own research, and she gave me a couple creation websites to look at, and so I could do my own research. So I started looking into it, and that was kind of the first step. I decided, like, well, if there's a God, like, evolution cannot be true. Like, it can't be true. So if I'm going to believe in a God, I can't believe in evolution. So that went from about 17 to the age of a bit before around 18. And I was just like, all right, well, if I have to disprove evolution. And that's the theory that's the fact that I came to. Is just like, it's just a complete lie. It's nothing but a lie, nothing but a theory. There's nothing else to it. But you look at from the creation science side, and it makes so much sense. It just lines up completely. You're not just making a wild statement. It just fits perfectly in there, and that blew my mind. I was like, man, how have we not been taught this? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, now I believe there's a God, but I didn't know who's the right God. I don't know. Like, but what pushed me towards I thought, well, I was brought up Christian. My parents are Christian, so why not give that a go? But I think the main thing that pulled me back to Christianity was that all I saw in Christianity my whole life was complete hypocrisy. It was complete hypocrisy. Just, you see the wars that the churches started. You see just the corruption in the churches. It's just disgusting, and no one's actually living out the life Jesus calls them to do. Like, no one's living their life day by day the way he wants them to. And I was like, well, why am I gonna give my life to something like that no one even like truly serves. Like, that's ridiculous. But the thing was, my mum was the one person in my life that I'd ever seen who I could just look at and tell by her lifestyle that she was a Christian. She was the only person. She never swore, she never did anything wrong. She would always go to just call out the good in people. She would only want to call out the good in people. She would want to help anyone if she could. She just wanted to love people no matter what. And I was like, and there was just something about her. There was something about her. There was a forever joy. She was always joyful and always looked on the bright side. So that's why I thought, well, maybe the Christian God is the God. And so I kind of backseated on that. And it was just a thought in my mind for a while.